Good morning everyone, and welcome to another video. This morning I'm going to talk to you about trailer magnets. When, where and how you should use them.
Nobody knows what magnets are.
Now, most of my big rubber lures, I have trailer magnets on it for two reasons mainly. One, to get a better position of the hook for those pike that really likes tasting the tail of your lure. When pikes are not too hot, sometimes they don't come and hit the lure straight on onto the head. That's usually when they're really hot and they want to kill the bait. They go for a headshot. But sometimes they like following your lure and getting a little bit of a nip at the tail for a taste. And to have the hook sitting at the back like this, you'll have a lot more chances to get a decent hookup on those fish. Now, you might say to me, yeah, but I usually stick my treble in the back of the bait and it works fine. Now, that works no problem. But the problem that I have with this is that on big trebles like this, because it's at the back of the bait, usually it's where you have the least material on the bait. So by sticking a big 3-knot hook in and out of that bait, you're really going to damage, because there's not that much material in here. So by putting a big hook constantly and getting it ripped when a pike takes it, yeah, it's okay if you buy like a TMU lure or a cheap lure like that. You know, they're not going to last long. But when you start to invest, like this is a Musky Innovation Shallow Dog, I really like the movement of these guys. But to have that good position of the hook at the back, the magnet really helps. Now, the other thing is, it's not only helps to have the hook set a little bit backwards instead of having just dangling like this. The advantage of the magnet as well is the presentation that you have on the hook. That is far superior than just sticking a branch of the hook inside the bait. Now let me show you what I mean. Now this is a top view. The hook is on the magnet and you can see there is already 2 branch of my treble sticking nice and proud on either side. But the advantage that I have is that I gain a 3rd point at the bottom. That normally that 3rd point you would have that stuck inside the lure. So now I have like effective a full 3 points able to stick inside the pike's mouth. Now that's the big advantage. The presentation of that treble, it's not going to move. These trebles are really strong and sticky. So even if you cast the bait, you're not going to get any trouble. Now, another thing as well, when you have loose treble like that, is that when you cast the bait and it hits the water, it might just jump around and get stuck at the bottom or the top, or in a position where you don't want it to get stuck. So trailer magnets will always keep your lure nice and fresh, and you'll get a far better hookup ratio as well. Now, problem that I have with most magnets that you find in shops is that they're a little bit small and a little bit weak. So like I said, the fact that when you cast, sometimes they might come off or they might not stay, especially on really big sticky treble hooks, like big 3-knot hooks. Now I redesigned some for my own purpose, and locally that nice that I put them on the website for you if you want to try them. Now I made a much bigger version than the one you might find. A really thick magnet inserted into this peg, and at the top of the peg you see there is a little barb. So just push that inside your lure, put a little bit of super glue around, and that will stay forever inside your lure. And you will save money by not ruining your lure, and you'll get extra hookups. Now that's all I have to say about trailer magnets. That's it. Go and get some. Thank you and goodbye.
Nobody knows what magnets are.